So finally, here's the day. We're gonna bring the winner their bike, my 250, which I gave away about 2 months ago now. I've had some problems actually contacting the first winner. That's why it's been delayed so much. The winner hasn't gotten the bike. So basically, according to our sweepstakes, the person has 3 days to actually respond to my emails and messages once they actually win the bike. So I did the live stream here on YouTube, picked the winner, and then emailed them immediately and never got a response. Emailed again, I'll put them on the screen. Didn't get a response. Tried to find the kid on Facebook and Instagram. I could not find it. I felt bad. I waited a few weeks, sent a few more emails, and still got no response. So at this point, it goes to the next person in line, which I drew on the live stream, which would be Dawn Leonard. I already sent them an email, and they gave me the phone number, and I'm gonna give them a call. And in this video tomorrow, hopefully drive to Michigan and drop the bike off. So give Dawn a call and plan out everything for tomorrow to bring them the bike and finally get this thing off to its winner. We'll give Dawn a call here. We'll put it on speaker so you guys can hear.
Your call has been forwarded.
Well, they didn't pick up the first call. I guess we'll wait a minute and then we'll call him back again. Probably shouldn't show the number there, but looks like he's calling back. Hello?
Hello?
Is this Dawn?
Yeah, it is.
This is Tyler Monagan. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good, good. So congratulations. I'm assuming it's your son that won the bike?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we had an issue with the first winner that they never replied and you guys were second in line. Lucky for you guys. Try and set up, are you guys available tomorrow afternoon? 7-8 hour drive for me, so I'm gonna try and leave at like 6 a.m., get there roughly 2-3 o'clock. That's the goal right now,
Yeah,
hopefully.
You want to fill me in on what you need from me? I kind of read some of the shit. Oh my god, he is, oh god.
I'm sure he's stoked. I hope he's stoked.
He is very, so in 2019 he got in a bad dirt bike accident, airlifted, and he sold his bike, you know, he kind of settled down a little bit, stopped racing, and then he's been talking about it. So for his graduation, because he graduates this year, we're going to buy him a bike.
Really?
And you sent me that, and I sent it to him, and I was like, is this legit?
Yeah.
He's like, Mom, that's the kid. That's the kid, I swear to God. So then I got home this morning, and he was like, showing me all the YouTube videos, and I'm like, okay, all right, well, we'll see. You know, like, anybody can hack anything.
Yeah.
So I'm like, we'll see when he calls back.
Yeah.
Like, but I cannot wait. I am so excited.
Awesome. I'm stoked to see his reaction and get out there and deliver it.
Follow the driveway back to the barn. And
Okay, yeah, sounds good.
I'm so excited. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye.
Yep, bye.
There you have it. Finally, the winner actually answered. And I'm going to get the bike over here ready to go. We're going to power wash it up, do the drive here in the morning, the 8 hours to Michigan, and deliver this thing. Our set of grips. Joe's already at it, taking them off. Alright, like that, it's all freshened up. So I guess I'll see you guys in the morning when we're loading this thing in the truck and off to Michigan. Last load up of the bike. Figured I'd load it up the night before since I'm not gonna wanna do it at 5 a.m. So just back it up and be ready to head out in the morning. Which one's the winner? You the winner? Me. Check it out. Yeah. Get out of the truck. I've been smoking. I was like, yeah. I know, you got lucky though, right? What'd you have before? Your mom said you stopped riding or something?
Same thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah, just older, an 05. Yeah. Here you go. It's yours. And there it is. I don't know what to say. That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, fire it up.
I'll give you some fresh graphics and stuff too. You like send me what you want, and then
Setup.
yeah, whatever you want. Yeah, put your number on there and stuff.
Thanks so much.
Yeah, for sure. Glad you're stoked.
Yeah, what's next?
I'll send you a link to his website, and then you can just pick out whatever and
Alright.
get you shipped out whatever you want.
Yeah, I'll probably do the same setup, honestly. Because I like.
You want the
match.
same thing?
Yeah.
And then just your numbers and
yeah,
stuff?
just
Okay.
match.
Yeah, for sure. So for the video, so what did you order again?
Sweatshirt, some stickers.
So he just got a sweatshirt, maybe $40, and he's got a brand new bike pretty much.
Yeah.
Already ripping down the road. He's fired up. What do you think?
I love it.
Walk back down. All right, cool. No, it's your bike now. It's not mine. All right, and she's off. He's got his bike. He's pumped, and we'll get this drive going back home. All right, I'm starting this video where I left off last video, delivering my 250 to the winner out in Michigan. So right now from Michigan, I correlated with a Kuberg owner, which I saw on the forums. They're like these e-bikes that are super hard to find that I've actually been looking into for the past like 4 or 5 years now. Finally found a used one for sale, and that's where we're heading next. Got about a 5-hour drive from Michigan to Cincinnati, Ohio. We'll get to this guy's house, check this bike out, hopefully make a deal. That's the plan right now. We already got a little bit knocked out. We got 3.5 hours. Basically what I've been told is it's a better Sur-Ron. The main one that I wanted was the Kuberg Ranger, which is kind of like their scooter, kind of mixed with a bike. That was what I originally was gonna order. Now that they're out of stock and I don't know when the next shipment is gonna come in, I just happened to find this one. I jumped on it. Regardless, will make for some good content comparing it to the Sur-Rons. And then once the Ranger actually gets back in stock, I'll order one of those. Joe's in here getting food, and we'll be on our way here. So we made our way to downtown Cincinnati. We just picked up the bike. We got it loaded up. We're not really sure what to do. Figure out how to get this into the hotel. A little run over when I get this thing back to the house, or maybe in the hotel room tonight once we get everything booked up. So, surprisingly, it's like 60 and super nice out here tonight. Joe, what do you think?
Yeah, little touch up.
It's nice, needs a touch up coming from Joe. Well, we just pulled up to the hotel. Figure out how I'm sneaking this thing in the room now. All right, perfect. I had to ride. Here. Probably should be a little quiet with it. I'd be a little more low key. I could have gotten it with my key card.
Yeah, yeah. There's some.
It's huge.
There's some red.
23. I could have just came right through the front, but I'm sure the lady probably wouldn't have been too stoked on it. So, all right, go home for the night. All right, we made it. It smells like shit. Well, rise and shine. Joe's been waiting for the past 2 hours for us to get up. He's pumped. It's a beautiful day outside in Ohio. And we'll go sneak this thing back out and get it loaded and get going here this morning. Get this 7-hour drive back home going. All right. Good. little fuel stop. We'll get going here, get this drive done. Thanks, Joey. Back on the road. So the next day here, I got this thing all power washed up. It was filthy. If you guys have not seen one of these things before, it's a Kuberg Freerider. I've had my eye on these things for years now, and finally, like I said, I found one on Facebook Marketplace and just happened to kind of be roughly in the area and said, screw it, I'm going to buy it and compare it to the Sur-Ron and make some more e-bike content. I'm gonna pull this thing in the garage and give you guys a little run over on what my plan is with it. The thing I'm gonna do is take this fender off. It doesn't come stock. He added that later and gave me a couple other little fenders that I could maybe use, but I think it looks better without it. Might try a different fender, but specs on this thing for the people that have never seen a Kuberg before. Future videos, I'll show it against the Sur-Ron. The only difference right off the bat, tire size compared to the Sur-Ron. These are a little bit smaller. The bikes overall are kind of the same size when you're sitting on them. This is a little slimmer. It's super narrow and almost as thin as like a bicycle pretty much. This is the 8 kilowatt version, and then there's like a peak one at 14, which is supposed to be a lot better than this and a lot more power. So plan is to eventually upgrade to the better controller and then also get a 14 kilowatt Kuberg Ranger to be able to compare all the, I would say, top e-bikes in one video and kind of put together what I think is the best e-bike for one of you guys to buy. Even though this thing might not make the same amount of power as the Sur-Ron stock, a little bit lighter, it only weighs about 80 pounds where the Sur-Ron I think weighs like 110. Not sure how this thing even rides. I haven't even ridden it around yet. I just got it home, got it cleaned up. Like a top speed of 40 miles an hour. It takes about 2 hours to charge. A bit simpler. I have a couple parts I got to buy for it. It was kind of a little janky. This thing kind of just is magnetic and it connects to this little clip right here. And then the thing just turns on. And there's nothing else to it. I don't think you can see the battery level as you're riding it, which I thought there was some little like screen on the bike that would show you like the percentage. I don't see one, so maybe there's an app or some other aftermarket piece I can put on the thing that I can see the battery level. You don't have to do anything else. It just turns on right from there, and then on the side it's got one little button that you can go through the 3 modes. The plan is, obviously it's not in the best condition. I have to order a new seat. This whole like assembly right here with the fender be ripped up, so I got to order that. I got to order the new starter because this is all kind of janky and it's missing the clip right here. I'm gonna put some new bars on there that are a little bit wider. They're pretty narrow. It's like when you buy a stock pit bike and you have those really small bars, kind of that feeling on it. See if there's some bigger peg options, and I'm gonna tear the entire bike down, powder coat it, freshen it up because it's a little bit dull, it's a little bit rusty, and we're gonna clean it up, make it look right, put my little spin on it. So I gotta send the forks out. They're kind of messed up. They barely even compress. I'm pushing on it. They compress once you put a lot of weight on it, and he said he rebuilt them. A little janky, they barely work. Rear shock, he said he just got brand new, so that thing should be good to go. And I'll just replace all the normal wear stuff, new chains, sprockets, and get this thing all freshened up. Might even send out the forks, get them coated. That'd be kind of cool, depending how much that's gonna cost me. Put in the comments what color you think I should do this thing. It would just be like the main frame part, the swing arm, a couple other little pieces here and there. Probably recoat a bunch of the stuff that's dull, like the stem and all these little pieces that kind of have taken a little beating over the years. It's like a 3-year-old bike. Main thing is everything's here, all the parts are here. An older guy that had it, he just kind of rode it with his kids, so I kind of assumed he wasn't beating on it too hard. He said it's only had like 40 charges and it's rated for over 1,000. Just got a few little cosmetic pieces and this thing will be good to go. It was a good deal and I just couldn't pass up on it. Let's get this fender taken off and see how this thing looks. I don't even know how this thing attaches on here. Looks like it's almost, oh, well that was pretty easy. This is how they normally come. They don't come with a front fender. Between the Sur-Ron and the Kubergs, there's really no other e-bike on the market that is in this category. Based on what I've seen, there's really nothing else that compares to these things. The only other person I've seen ride one is like Josh Hill. He's the only other guy that I've seen that's had one and actually ridden it other than just around the lawn on some YouTube videos that I've seen. If it's holding up for him, it should be built pretty strong. The thing with the Kubergs is it just comes with better components. Like all the brakes are way better stock. The suspension's better stock than the Sur-Rons. The Sur-Rons is like obviously a Chinese bike and a lot of the components maybe aren't as strong. The thing being built in, I think, Czech Republic all by hand. The quality's a little bit better and you just get better components, hence why the bike costs a lot more than the Sur-Ron. So we'll put this thing to the test here soon in the spring and see how it does. If you guys want to see more e-bike content, make sure you're subscribed. I'll have a bunch of videos posted here soon, obviously of the rebuild, and then hopefully in the next month or so, once the snow melts, we'll get riding on the e-bikes and test them out and start having some fun this spring.